I just got a call where somebody asked, what are the secrets to success? It's like the most commonly asked question, and I don't know if there are any real secrets. Maybe there's just better insights. Maybe there's people that are just better at communicating at what it takes. And I like to always sum things up and make it real simple. So I want to dive into that, and I want to give you my thoughts on that today. And I know that it always is changing, it's always evolving, it's always communicating a little bit differently. But right now, today, the answer that I gave to that specific topic. Walking on the sycamores on dark. And the answer to that is number one, it's simple. You got to recruit yourself. If you haven't recruited yourself, how do you expect to recruit anybody else? Recruiting yourself means that you're 100% committed. Recruiting yourself means that your why is stronger than your objections. Recruiting yourself means that your emotions that go up and down aren't going to be swayed so strongly that when you have a bad day that you quit. You've got to recruit yourself. That's the most important person to ever recruit, but it's also the most difficult person to ever recruit. And the next part, and I'll go back into that, the next part of it is for having success is we get paid for our ability to be able to work hard, right? And to be able to handle stress. And I understand there are different ways of working hard. I understand there's effectiveness. I understand there's duplication. I understand all that sort of stuff. But you understand, hopefully, that concept, that principle, we're going to have stress. Everybody has stress. Everybody who is a celebrity or has some sort of leverage or some sort of large business has stress. It's what's their ability to be able to handle that type of stress. When you build an organization that becomes larger and larger and larger, you're going to have more problems. That's where the famous song or famous line comes from. More money, more problems. So you've got to have that ability to be able to deal with that and handle that. And a lot of that comes down to your simple perspective. But none of that matters. You're never going to be able to really have enough stress, right? With positive stress or issues or any of that sort of thing, if you haven't recruited yourself. And that's why I always say that's the most important thing. That's numero uno. That's number one, is actually recruiting yourself. And you won't know if you're truly recruited until you actually go through trials and tribulations and issues in your business. And that's where you find out, am I really committed to doing whatever it takes? And sometimes whatever it takes isn't enough. You got to do even more than that. You got to be willing to go through that. Every single person that I know that's had massive success has gone through that bridge of tears. The bridge of tears, it's really that point where you don't think you can do it anymore. Every single person has had those doubts. Every single person has wondered, is it ever going to happen? And they've wondered, when is it going to happen? I think that's one of the biggest problems. Once you arrive where you say, okay, I know it's going to happen for me, it's when is it going to happen? And they push through those times. And that's what makes their story so compelling. Your struggle does become your story in this business. That's what becomes so powerful. That's what becomes so unique. That's where you can relate to others in this. So go out and focus on recruiting yourself. That's the most important person you'll ever recruit. That's the most difficult person you'll ever recruit. And I think that's one of the most important principles to having success in your business and making things happen.